Welcome back, NXL Faithful. This is your boy K1 bringing you more Injustice 2 fun. So I'm going to be just continuing my run through of Shattering Souls, which is Sub-Zero's trial in Multiverse. Let's get into it. Okay, so just gonna start out with against the Flash. And interesting enough, you have a red Flash against Sub-Zero. Nice. Okay, so today I'm going to speak, as you all know, this past weekend was Evo, and if you don't know what Evo is, it's like the mainstay of fighting games and the World Fighting Game Championships. So first off, shout outs to everybody who competed. Good work on everybody who made it. A few of my favorites didn't place high enough, i.e. Daigo and Sonic Fox, who I thought would take it again this year, but that's one thing about Evo is sometimes you never know who's going to come out on top, and some of the people who you don't expect are literally like shake-ups and come from behinds, but that's the best part of it. You never know. So, but I'm not here to talk mainly about just the competitors of Evo. Main thing I want to talk about today is the announcements at Evo. But the first major announcements, well, it's more of it's a review of announcements, but it's also like a major statement made at Evo that nobody saw coming, and that's mainly from Arc Systems. So Arc Systems had two major announcements. Well, three, but one is a kind of a combined announcement. So the first major announcement was, of course, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, in which future Trunks is going to be a character, which was already leaked, so we knew that was coming. So not much in the surprise area, but we got a gameplay trailer, and he gets to use Burning Attack. He gets to use his sword, so not bad. But the biggest thing from that was not just his reveal, but there's also going to be a supposed closed beta on July 26th, which will allow us not only to play the game early, but also play the game with 9 playable characters, which I'm really looking forward to. Plus, there's a thing saying that Shonen Jump is going to announce 2 more characters soon, so let the speculation begin on that. Hopefully, they're starting to start showing some super characters, i.e., I really want Beerus and Goku Black. Those are like my top 2 I really want. So that was thing for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Now the next announcement was a small one with Blaze Blue, the new Blaze Blue having another character, which is gonna be like a cat. So Blaze Blue's known for having crazy characters, but that wasn't a real major thing. I mean, everybody gets one good character, and we'll get into some things about characters later on in this, but the major thing for Blaze Blue wasn't just the character, it was literally the other announcement, which is that Arc Systems is going into cross-series business. And what I mean by that is that now we know that they are going to do a game with Blaze Blue characters, Persona characters, Under Night characters, and the real shocker, Ruby characters. So first off, shoutouts to Rooster Teeth for entering the fighting game community. That is a good deal, a very good deal. Next off, no one saw this coming, so we don't know much about this game except, it's gonna be like a 2-on-2, Marvelverse Capcom style. Ooh, dang it. Type of game, so we're gonna have mix and match. So there's a massive roster to come from this, from all 4 series. And then of course the DLC, ooh, they have so much they can do from Personas 1 through 5, because I guarantee 5 is gonna be in as DLC. Because the way I've played Persona 5, and honestly, they have some very memorable characters. But the main thing out of this announcement was just the way that Arc Systems hit so hard this year at Evo. They did do Guilty Gear announcements for the past few Evos. And that's another thing. If this game does take off, that literally will lead to what I really want is Blaze Blue against Guilty Gear. That's what I really want no matter what. I want a Guilty Gear Blaze Blue crossover. So that's all we can hope for at this time, but but still, just Arc Systems. I mean, I know they literally took the stage at E3, which was one of the biggest things when, Dragon Ball Fighter Z overtook Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And to each his own. I'm still not gonna just, destroy Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite until we see the full thing. Now, some people, I'll get into more on that in the next video, but, some people say that it really didn't do much at EVO, but that's for another video, like I said. But the main point is Arc Systems is literally telling Capcom that they are coming to become the new masters of the fighting game community. Because, just literally, in just 2 games, they have literally set the entire fighting game community on fire with their announcements. Dragon Ball Fighter Z really looks good. And then, this new crossover game definitely has potential. So, anything can happen. This could be good success. This could bomb. But, we got to wait to see what happens. So, fingers crossed. But literally, it's literally telling Capcom they really need to start listening to the fans and start bringing back the stuff that people want to buy. Which would be all the, classical Capcom games. We've heard rumors there is going to be a new Devil May Cry, which I'm still waiting for. But they're also saying that they are thinking of making the sequel to the DMC, which I wouldn't mind because that was a good game. It did have a few flaws, but I would not mind a sequel. Plus, the Dante and Virgil were very good. They literally had good chemistry as Dante and Virgil, and hopefully the sequel will make it much better. But still, I really do want a new Devil May Cry, i.e. 5, and I really want actual, if they need any ideas for that, I would prefer a game about Sparta himself, his full-on backstory. I would like one with continuing Dante's adventures, just because it's Dante. You need Dante no matter what. But I would prefer Sparta just to see what would happen if, in his thing, what made Sparta change. Now, we all know it was his wife Eva, but they never said what happened. They never said Sparta died or whatever not. And plus, then we could actually hold both of the swords, Virgil's and Dante's. So that would just be a dream come true. So Capcom, that would be something nice. And then they're doing okay with Mega Man, not great. We need Mega Man Legends 3 back. Shout outs to them for bringing Mega Man Legacy 2 and putting in 7 and 8, which were 2 of my favorite games growing up. 7 was the Super Nintendo one, and 8 PlayStation. Oh man, I used to the weekends and time I would play that game over and over again. Minus some of the bad dubbing for the anime scenes, but everything's perfect. But I really would love to see Mega Man Legends 3 come back, because that kind of got canceled on some BS, man. Just because people didn't vote on what new look you wanted to give them doesn't mean they didn't want it. Ooh. Ouch. So I will never forgive Capcom on that. In terms of, the fighting games, let's just get to the point. They need to, update Street Fighter with an actual arcade mode. And, I'll get into the characters next video, so I'll save that for this. But another thing they need to do, with Marvel vs. Capcom, like I said, I am not passing judgment till the final product and we see everything. And remember, Comic-Con is next week, so I'm also holding my breath to see what they show there. Cold in completed. 3 boxes. Okay, the new pants. Alright, so that was the end of Cold End. So now we will move into Unseen Threat, and I will give my views on the Capcom side of announcements and, cut and dry with that. Overall, very good on my end. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to click that subscribe because we really want to bring more people into the NXL faithful. So, once again, this is your boy K1 bringing you all this Injustice 2 fun. Have a great day.